As a very young student, the chairman, Aziz Bourras, is a little bit late. So please. Il va vouloir mettre. Il n'a pas mis sur les. Bah attends, il a juste terminé. You do not have it on a USB key.
Voilà, je commence déjà par faire du bruit. Hop. Attends, donc là, ce que je vais faire.
Il y a des personnes à distance ou pas? Ouais. Non. Donc,
how it works.
Donc on peut,
I have this.
On peut tuer la vision.
ouais, on peut tuer la vision.
I hope it will work.
Full screen.
Full screen.
C'est pas sur le banc, là, je sais pas pourquoi.
Voilà. Should come.
Il faudrait qu'il arrête la visio. Je sais pas comment on fait pour arrêter la visio.
Should come. Yes, it's here.
Ouais, on est bon. A priori, c'est bon. Par contre, je sais pas ce qui est. Oui, t'es pas full screen parce que t'as ça encore à côté là.
Ah, strange.
C'est bon.
Should not be there. Okay. Okay, so last session of the day. So we see those who are resisting until the end. So thank you very much for being here. Yes, so as usual, so we have some elements to give you, so just some information about what happened and what will happen in the future, probably. So I hope it works. No, this is not there. Yes. I should click like this. Takes time. Okay. No, yeah. No. They are not so fast to come in the slide, but they are here. Yeah. So this is just to say that we had a very nice start from the beginning. We started with the doctoral workshop, so I think some of the colleagues and students were here, and it was really wonderful. And so this is just a link with what is happening. I'm not sure that all of you know what is happening these days around Grenoble, but it's the Tour de France. So those who are lucky and they are staying probably tomorrow, or I think it's tomorrow, right? Here, they will be here around. So yeah, on Friday. So if you are here on Friday, so you'll be very happy to see this. We are making competition for them. So we started the very. So what we did finally is just kind of wrap up. The annual meeting, the General Assembly was on Sunday. It was not only online, so the picture is not good here. So some colleagues were online and some colleagues were here. So we discussed a little bit the activities and the possibilities for the future. We had the opportunity to talk about a new SIG, special interest group, related to the AI for performance and decision-making, decision systems, etc. So I really invite you to contribute to this if you are interested. Just contact Clément or one of the teams. Brandon and some colleagues are here. They will be very happy to see you joining this working group. Again, the idea is, yes? Sorry, yeah. It's a sub-working group, which is a special interest group that will be here for 1 or 2 or 3 years. And you can contact Najib also. So right now we have 2 SIGs, right? One about digital transformation, digital engineering, etc., and one related to the AI. So contact any colleagues if you're interested in this. So you will have all the information of the website of the working group. So we'll put all the information there so you can contact the colleagues. So as usual, so we are making the proceedings. with Springer for the conference. And we have, of course, our journal IGPLM. I invite you to contribute to the journal. And for the conference itself, we have IGPLM and Computers in Industry as two supporting journals for the conference. My colleagues will be in touch with you and with about the selection, about the submission to these two journals, etc. We had a doctoral workshop, as I said, and it was really very interesting. We will see the details later. And for the conference itself, so we had 18 scientific sessions. We had 2 specific sessions related to the SIGs and beyond. I think one was related to the SIG and another one about advanced visualization, etc. So this is very interesting. In the future, if you are interested to make specific session in the conference, you are always welcome. This is very important around the SIG, but also on other areas. So we are open for that. We had 3 research keynotes. We had 2 round tables, 2 industrial keynotes, and 5 industry use case presentation yesterday. So we are always really, let's say, we take care about this mix. We are, of course, a scientific conference, and we need really to talk about science and methodologies and fundamental things. But from the beginning, we were really engaging ourselves in this collaboration, cooperation with the industry and the stakeholders. So we try to do our best to have one day, the second day of the conference, which is dedicated to this relationship. So, and we will continue because we think that it's really very important for us to learn about what is happening today, and also for them to show them what we are doing. So having the industry people in the room is also always very important for them. So we had very, very good feedback from them, and I wish to see them contributing to, I don't know, our PhD works, to our seminars, etc. But anyway, we had a very good feedback. The doctoral workshop, I said, and as usual, so we have a support from the IFIP. We have 2 awards that we give, one for the best students and one for the best paper award. We need also to thank, as usual, our sponsors, the industries, our institutions, the organizers, and I think this is very important for us to keep in touch and to have their support. Behind the scene, I did not have time, to be honest, to take all the funny pictures. I have some of them. But anyway, so I see that we had a wonderful context around the coffee, or I have seen a lot of discussions, things like that, beyond the scientific sessions, okay? And of course, this was also fantastic and successful thanks to the team of Frederick and ENP Grenoble for making this happening. So probably you did not see behind the scene, but a lot of work have been done to make this successful. And thank you again very much about this. We had new members. I'm not having all the list here because we have been contacted during the conference also by other, I think, 2-3 colleagues. So I have already the CVs. We will circulate all the CVs to all the members. So all the members will receive actually the CVs to take a look to see if they are interested in making connection, etc., with the colleagues. So I just remind you about the process. We are always open as a network, as a group, to have new members, and we'll be very happy to integrate our colleagues. You can be a PhD student, you can be a researcher. The idea is we are using the IFIP rule is we integrate you for 1 year, and then we validate you during the next General Assembly, so it will be next year. So these colleagues are now welcome. They are informally members of the group, and definitely by default we will validate them officially next year, and they will be contributing, so they can, participate in any activity, building new SIGs, making special sessions, etc. So this year we had Danielle from Zurich, Switzerland, Rebecca from Airbus, from Toulouse, Guilherme from Brazil, from PUC-IPR, Aisha from Lyon, from France, Brendan from Politecnico from Italy, Grigor from Germany, and as I told you, so we had 2 or 3 other colleagues. I will distribute all the CVs to all of you. So I want just to tell them welcome to be members of our family, and I congratulate you, and I hope that you will contribute in the future.
Some of them are here.
Yes, I think, yeah, sorry.
They can stand up, maybe?
So who the new members who are here, so just stand up to see you. Yes, so we have Rebecca, we have Grigor, Guilherme, yeah, so again, welcome to the working group. And the others, I don't know, I think there were 1 or 2 colleagues, if they are here. Yes, so you are from the doctoral workshop, and she's from INSA, from Lyon, so welcome also. I received also CV, yeah, probably from Frederic. No, not you. Anyway, so we will send you all the CVs, so this is the process. I invite Anna.
You know, in fact, as he's very much good guy, you know, he wanted me to have some role during that closing. So he said, oh, okay, you are going to say some words concerning the doctoral workshop and the best paper award afterwards. Okay, so thank you so much. No, more seriously, the doctoral workshop is not so common. And in fact, our community decided to organize that in order to maybe attract more PhD students, but also to initiate this, what I mentioned in the opening about the discussions between the seniors and the young researchers. So this is some kind of informal process and discussions without any consequence, except a positive one, maybe many positive ones, but this positive one, which is a doctoral workshop award for the students, or given to the student that has been appreciated about the maturity and so on, and all the criteria are going to be described by Paolo afterwards. So Yassine and Brendan obviously were not there this year, and we had also the chance to have some news from Monica, who initiated also that we will get some news from her just afterwards. But I think what is important is to communicate that information to other students around you, okay, in order to ask or to push the other PhD students to submit some propositions. So you can submit some propositions for the doctoral workshop, as well as a paper for the conference, okay? But you may also participate to the doctoral workshop even if you don't have any paper submitted to the conference. So it's a good exercise, let's say, because you have to comment about what you have done and so on and so on. So it is a communication exercise, some synthesis, but also you are in the position of reviewing the work of other PhD students. Okay, so it is interesting because you are in the situation where maybe you are going to read some approaches that are not exactly in your scope, or not directly with respect to what you have in mind for your own works and so on. And the idea is not to criticize negatively what has been done, but to try to find the right ideas, the good ideas, and to help in improving the work of the others. And you have the supervision of the seniors, which can give you some advice concerning what you have done, both concerning your own scientific work, but also concerning the reviewing of the other PhD students. Okay, so it is a very good opportunity, and frankly speaking, several conferences, they copy-paste what we have done in our community, okay, which is quite positive. This means that it's a good point for the community. Okay, so now I give the floor to Paolo, who was part of the doctoral workshop and is going to comment more in detail what happened this year. And finally, you will know who is the winner of the best doctoral workshop.
Thanks, Alan. Good morning. During the doctoral workshop, you know, it's a very important step in our conference. We warmly discussed the research proposals, and this is why few colleagues survived, and I'm here to give you the conclusion of our job. Okay, this one. Okay, so here is a summary of our doctoral workshop, 18 participants with 7 professors, and no one is here. No, I survived, and we had 8 PhD candidates, and you see they are from different countries worldwide. How our doctoral workshop is operating, because it's important for new proposals. It is the opportunity of exchanging ideas and to create the network of contact of ideas that the new researcher will use in their careers. It's very important to create such network because it will be a resource for the future activities. Each student has the opportunity to receive inspiration from his colleagues, her colleagues, as well as to propose a new idea that could be accepted and developed by his mate. And also is a place where we can we can create new ideas and new applications. The structure is very easy and very challenging. Each student has 3 minutes to introduce his proposal in order to highlight the main concept and the main goals of its proposal. Then he has 15 minutes in order to illustrate properly the proposal itself, and he has 5 minutes of peer review because, as Alain anticipated, each proposal has been analyzed by another student, and so there is such exchange of ideas. And then, most important and very interesting, we have 10 minutes of question and answer with all the people joining the doctoral workshop. So, some picture, obviously the bosses of the doctoral workshop that are Yassine, Brandon. Unfortunately, they are not here because of the warm discussion. Some picture of the student and the trouble, the difficult questions that we propose to the student or that we have to answer because of the proposal of the students. Then, finally, we were happy about, the students mainly were happy about the conclusion of the doctoral workshop and the results that we get. You know that Monica is normally a very active member of the doctoral workshop. She's not here in this year because she has another business that you can see in the picture, but you can see that he has a good proposal because on the T-shirt he is saying, I will change the world. And this is why we are waiting for him next year, and we will discuss his research proposal. So, Matt, if we go to the, thank you very much to Monica, maybe we can appreciate her enthusiasm on this topic. How do we select the best contribution to the doctoral workshop? First of all, team, the member of the team, define a short list of the papers based on scientific advisors, and we perform a selection of the best presentation among this short list. And the criteria are in the blue table, the blue row, deals with presentation, discussion, peer review, pitch, pitch elevator talk, and the written paper. So, at the end, the list, the short, the candidates for the best doctoral workshop contribution are Maria Kaloup Arias, sorry for the pronunciation, congratulations. Then Abdelhadi Lamini from ENT Grenoble, congratulations as well. Could you stand up, please, maybe, where, please? And I know the third one is Gregor Schweizer from Fresenius. Okay, I close. I complete my presentation. I'm joking, obviously. Now,
One slide is missing.
yes. Okay, so if we are ready, the winner of the doctoral workshop, congratulations in advance to all our colleagues, is Abdelhadi Lamini. Congratulations. Okay. Congratulations. Now I have to explain. Okay, you have.
We need to give you the show nothing in the picture. Congratulations.
Wait.
Wait, picture.
Oh, okay. So.
No, all three. You receive your. All three. Let me give you the picture. Gregor, thank you. Wait, sorry, pictures first, please. One picture. All picture before. One picture. All. I give you that and then I come back to you, okay? Anyway. Okay, don't go. Excellent. And now another picture with the winner. With the winner. You're going to be well known all around the world. Okay? Paparazzi, you know?
Just I have to explain what is the price. Okay, so congratulations, and I have to complete the speech with. You will obviously. No, they have the certificate, so. But the winner, please do not lose the last line in the slides, because you will receive a contribution for your research activity from the IFIPW 5.1. Okay?
We will contact you for the help of
No.
information.
Maybe 2-3 years. No, I'm joking. Okay. So I completed my job, I suppose.
Yes,
No more.
wonderful.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much for all of it. So now we are really in a formal moment of that closing. This is to introduce Marco Garetti. Marco Garetti has been one of the persons who discussed with us when we renewed the 5.1 working group. In fact, he was very much involved in the 5.7. And he said, what you would like to develop in that group is mostly what we are already doing in 5.7, and we are going to fight between the two groups and so on. And finally, it was just an informal contact. And we met, in fact, in England, in the lab of Chris McMahon. Remember, Chris was also joining the group and renewing also the group with myself. And in fact, we spent a whole day discussing with Marco. And Marco shared his background and also his view about what could happen and so on. And it has been very much precious to understand exactly what he had in mind and why he reacted as so, let's say, violently at the beginning, saying, well, I don't agree. And in fact, at the end, he has been very much contributive to the construction of that group and very much contributive also to the first action. Unfortunately, he passed away too early, and we decided to associate his name to the award, the Best Paper Award of that conference. So I would like you to applaud Marco for his past contributions. So the members of the committee this year, in fact, the committee, the chair of the committee was Klaus-Dieter Tobben, the president, and Louis was member, and also Detlef was also the other member of that committee. So I know that you are hungry, you would like to go for lunch and so on, but what you are expected is to know who is the winner. So Klaus-Dieter is going to introduce many details about the process and so on, and finally the winner. So Klaus-Dieter.
Thank you very much, Alain. Where do we have to click later on?
No, just the arrow there.
Just
this one.
This one, arrow going down.
Yes, down.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because during these few days, I saw many presenters who were really a little bit nervous standing here, and they made the wrong click. And so I said, first I have to ask before I do a click. Ooh. And it's a very sorry. Yeah.
There is one in between.
No.
What happens? It's not stable.
Oh, it's there. Okay. Okay. This is a very, very small element where I have to click. The smallest one on the board here. So my name is Klaus-Dieter Tobben. I'm from University of Bremen and also from a research institute called BIBA, Bremer Institute for Production and Logistics. And as Alain said, I knew Marco Garetti as well, and I'm a member of both groups on 5.1 and 5.7. And it's the first time for me to be involved in the Best Paper Award of 5.1. But I've done it several times for 5.7. So we have some quality criteria, and as Alain said before, also the doctoral workshop, we have learned from each other, and we have achieved, to my understanding, a quite good. Here I see different things, but okay. We have created some processes which are very similar and which makes which makes sure that we can identify those papers which are really relevant for the community. This is first the process. We have all of you have learned there was a review process, and then the reviewers have assigned marks. And the first starting point then is that we do not just rely on the reviews of individual reviewers. So we focused on in this case, on 16 papers, which were, to our understanding, quite close to each other. And then we went through the papers, through the ranking. We checked all the reviews once again, and then we made some pre-selection. And so we had 8 papers which were, let's say, under observation during the presentation. Because what we learned, a good paper does not mean that it's a good presentation. And to assign a best paper means this is let's say, this is some kind of a certificate you get in entering into the scientific community. And parts of a good paper should also be, especially on conferences, a good presentation. And this is important for us. So this was a very relevant criteria for us also to check the quality of the presentation in addition to the rankings. And we read and assessed the papers. All the three of us went through the papers and we had a look at all the details. And so then we, the next step was that we have nominated 3 papers after this check. And out of these 3, you know the process already from the doctoral workshop, there will be one final winner, because you cannot assign, even if you have many good papers, and we were very happy to have a tough selection between the papers, but finally you have to make a selection, and there will be one winner. So, no. Oh, sorry. Maybe it was, this was, maybe some people have identified something, but not all. I'm pretty sure on that. And this cannot be changed anymore. So this is, so what about the criteria? And the one important element for conference papers, a conference paper is not a journal paper. So there are different criteria for conference papers, and one, of course, is novelty. Another very important element is this is a PLM community. And I think you all identified that the PLM topic is quite broad, but there are many methods and approaches, but all the, let's say, the papers need to have a clear contribution to a better understanding and involvement of PLM. This is very important. Then scientific rigor. So the papers should follow, let's say, scientific approaches, and you should not just, let's say, present a result you have achieved because you had a good idea and you made an application and then you present the result. This is not, let's say, a real scientific paper. Then the quality of presentation, as I said earlier. And again, very important, how good was the presentation, how motivating was the presentation and the topic for the community. So was there a discussion, or was there no discussion at all? Or was it a discussion and no answers to the questions? And this, all these things can happen. I've seen this in many, many years in many scenarios. And the clarity. This is, again, a very important element, so that people understand what you're talking about, and not that some specialists are able to follow you in your presentation. This is very important for us. So now I show the slide, which I have, which you saw already for a second. These are the 3 nominees. The first is Paper X, Business Models for Equipment Manufacturing Companies and a Maturity Model. And I know that Karan Menon is still with us. Please come. Second nominee is knowledge reuse of CAD data in parallel development of multiple wiring harness variants. Is there one of the authors still here? Yeah, please come here. And the third paper is knowledge-based product service ecosystem, and I saw that Zerda Bulut is still with us. Please come here. So there's not so much information given to the organizations where these 3 guys are from. Karen is from Tampere, but the paper is together with a colleague from a Norwegian university. And are you Kevin Eder? Ah, okay. Yeah, he's it's also a good sign. He is, at least according to the papers, we did not contact the authors before, so this would have made life for them easier. So there should be some surprise involved in this process. So from the paper I learned you're working with Mercedes, but you also have a relationship with Technical University of Dresden, and And Serdar Bulut is he's working with the Technical University of Darmstadt. Yeah. And as we have seen it before, the next step is there is one winner, but we have 3 certificates like we had it before. So we have 2 certificates for the nominees, but 1 only for the winner. And we have also a prize, but only for the winner. So we cannot give too many money. So we don't want to support any kind of inflation. That's it. That's it. And on the other hand, in this year, we do not always have nominees. But in this year, for us, it was very important. We were very happy that you attended the conference in presence. And the last 2 years were, to my understanding, rather difficult because there's no interaction, there's no real networking. And so we said, no, we want to have, we want to award also the fact that people have attended the conference. Therefore, we decided to have 2 nominees in addition to the best paper. So, should we make a poll here? Who is a... No, we should not. So the winner is Karen Mennen with the paper X, business models for equipment manufacturing companies and maturity models.
Just one note. The first author is actually a master's student. So it's actually his work. So it's not just my work. I'm doing a postdoc, but it was credit to him. So I would really give a round of applause to the master's student.
So do we have...
You can do the... Do you want to distribute them? You're the president.
All of you, because you have 3 members. So
Yeah.
one global picture and then
Yeah.
just be with them without giving. Okay?
Without giving them.
Yeah, yeah.
Before and after.
Yeah, exactly. Now you can
Okay.
give one by one.
Now I'm allowed to hand over. Yeah. Best paper award. Gareth?
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Then
Congratulations.
the nominee certificate for you. Congratulations. Congratulations to you as well.
Thank you.
And the nominee award. So I think we should make individual pictures like we've done with the doctor workshop.
Okay, can you show your
Yeah.
Yeah, and now one by one.
Yeah.
picture?
One
Yeah.
by one.
Okay. What do we do?
Yes.
Okay.
Just in this way. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I...
Push the button once again.
Yeah, no, I just want to make a comment. I forgot, when you do these processes, it's important to be as open as possible, and I think it's also important that we have colleagues in the community who are dedicated for these type of processes. So many thanks to Luis and also to Detlef. I forgot this in the beginning, and it was a very good, let's say, collaboration. We meet only once a year, maybe every 2 years, but the spirit is the same, and this is very important, and also the collaboration with Detlef. This is very helpful. And so communities rely on this type of engagement. Thank you very much. Press a button. Ah, yeah, I forgot. I already said that The winner
A
takes
message
it all.
to the winner. A message to the winner.
Yeah, the winner takes it all, and it all means 500 euros. So we will not separate
We
this.
have 5 people, so I'm getting only 100 more.
Oh, okay. That's a fair share. Yeah, that's a fair share.
You also have to pay drinking for all.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, pleasure meeting everyone.
So thank you, Klaus Dieter. Very good job. Hope you are all happy about that. Maybe next year this will be your paper, which will be selected next year. Okay, we are going to speak about next year. But before that, let me speak again about the partnership with the journals. In fact, computers in industry also have been associated in addition of IGPLM, and we will contact you individually. We will select papers among the 16 for possible submission of an extended version of your conference paper to be submitted for publication in the 2 journals. Okay, so we need to discuss with Bernard Grabeau, Professor Grabeau, with the editor-in-chief of Computers in Industry, in order to discuss what will be the papers that will be pre-selected for this kind of submission for the journal Computers in Industry, and I will discuss with him concerning IGPLM as well. Okay, so don't be surprised if you receive an email from ourselves to propose you to submit an extended version of your paper. And please do it. Okay, we need your extended version of papers. Okay, thank you so much. So now I give back the floor to you. So I
What is next? Okay.
next year.
You can say it also. Yeah, so where is Christophe? Yeah. So Christophe, we don't tell you actually where will be the conference, definitely. He will tell you.
La présentation est sur le PC. Je mets le câble. Si tu peux basculer sur le PC, ouais. Welcome. Oh, perfect.
Okay, I'm there. Perfect. So, good morning, everybody. So, the tough question now is where will the PLM 23 take place, and how the question is, where is Alan going to spend good time with his wife next summer? Because that's what the say. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So the answer is, so we will be flying from Grenoble to suspense. Yeah, North America. We will be in Montreal next year. So let's move to the next slide before the laptop crashes. So yeah, this is like the beautiful downtown picture that you can see in Montreal. Okay, and this will be hosted by Polytechnic Montreal. Now I'm there. I was there. I'm there. Perfect. So. No. Okay. Maybe after there. Okay. So some fact about Polytechnic Montreal. Next year in 2023, it will be the 150th anniversary of Polytechnic. So it will be like a big party. We'll have like a hot summer, hot activities, etc., etc. So it will be really interesting to be there for next year. We'll also have like more than 10,000 students, more than 2,200 grad students, which is like such amazing. Some of the facts were like more than 330 professors, the budget, the research funds, etc., etc. So boring fact, this is not like the most important. Just to give you a glimpse of the PLM 23 program, it will be between, or the tentative dates for now will be between the July 10 to July 12, and classically we'll have like a doctoral workshop on the Sunday 9. So we'll have like a lot of para session, we'll have like a lot of keynotes, and we'll also have like a lot of industrial presentation, and I'm planning a lot of visits also on the Wednesday afternoon because Montreal ecosystem has something really interesting, that we have a strong aerospace industry there. Siemens, Airbus, Pratt & Whitney, Stelia, Safran, Bombardier, not really famous OEMs in the aerospace industry, right? And we also have a second ecosystem, which is really important. It's about AI. We have like a lot of AI actors, which is often, sometimes called the Silicon Valley of the AI in Montreal. This is, I guess, a bit advertising, but yes. So let's have good talks next year about like aerospace industry and AI too. Why to come to Montreal? That's the tough question for you, right? Well, just to give you some facts, Montreal has been elected for the 6th time in a row the best city in America to organize conferences. So you'll be there. More, Montreal is nominated many times as being like the best city for students to be there. Have like a postdoc and PhD position open. This is something else, excuse me. So why we say usually that it's a good living city? Because we have a lot of places outside. You see the picture on the middle, the lake we have there. This is like downtown Montreal in the mountain, okay? 15 minutes walk from downtown. We also have like good markets. We have like terrace, a lot of places to be and to enjoy and to have really good talks for networking, etc., etc. And also, I would say that during summer, Montreal is a really hot city. We have a lot of festivals. For example, we have the Montreal Jazz Festival. As you can see in the picture, it's really crowded. Everybody goes downtown, a lot of people. Well, you don't like jazz? No problem. We also have the Francofolies. You don't like music? No problem. We can go to the Circus Festival. You don't like circus? Okay, let's go to the Humor Festival. You don't like humor? Oh, maybe you could have like, some inclusive orientation. You can go to the Pride March, okay? We also have the Formula One Grand Prix. We have like a lot of events during summer. It's a really hot city. So I guess now it's time for me to close and to give back the floor. And I hope I will see you next year in Montreal, and we'll try to do as good as Frederick did with his team. Thank you very much.
I think I have to shift to the presentation from the other side. Still. Okay, so it was my slide. I did not realize. So thank you very much, Christophe. I'm sure that we will be all there. So with all what you said, so we cannot resist. Beyond the scientific things, of course. So you are all invited definitely to participate in the conference, in the working group activities and so on. So we'll be really eager to be there in Montreal and to participate in all this. Thank you very much. Of course, we are reaching the end, and before we leave, so we would like again to thank Fred and Frederick and his great team for hosting the conference. I mean, without the dedication of all your team, and we followed this since the beginning, since 1 year, it was not that easy, as I said last evening, because of the COVID. We were not sure if it's online, in hybrid, so a lot of discussions, a lot of scenario, and I think it was really, really very interesting discussions, and thank you very much for this. I invite you probably as a captain of the organization to say something.
Maybe we can applause again.
Thank you very much, Aziz. Obviously, you thank me, but there was a big team behind all this organization. I will mention Romain again. I will mention Abdou, who is not here today. I will mention also Gilles Foucault. I will mention, I will maybe not remember all the names, but all the PhD students who were there, Victor, Denis, Ronnie, Zakaria. And Matisse, yes, thanks for, for, for giving me the words. So, okay, so this is the people who you saw during all the period. There was also Sébastien at the Technique, yeah, on the back. And there was also some people who you saw a little bit less, and I would like to ask Marie-Jo to come with us and to go down, please. Yeah, come, please. Just because she's made a lot of things on the back, and that was really appreciated for everybody, I guess, because all the organizations and all the logistics was clearly made by her. So in this case, because we are in a kind of competition, I would like to deliver you the gold medal of the PLM conference. And when I say that it is a gold medal, it is not a white one, it is a very huge gold medal that we can... And maybe all the team can go down also for the picture. Homer, please. Matthias Zacharias. Guillaume also. Well, thanks to all.
You need some help?
The official picture is here.
Cheers. And just, I would like to congratulate now the next organizer of the conference, and just, I would like to tell him that they did not told you all the truth. He's here. He's here. They did not tell you all the truth, and you must be prepared to reply to about 2,000 emails next year. So good luck, and I will try to help you, obviously. Goodbye. Thank you, everybody. Thank you all for your commitment. And have a good trip back to your home. Goodbye. Oh, obviously, there are still some visits this afternoon. So Romain will go to ESRF with the ones, and they will leave at 1:30. 1:30, yes, 1:30, from the gate by tramway. And he has the tramway ticket for you. And Victor will be the guide for the Caterpillar visit, and they start at 2:30 from the gate also, and by bus. 2:30. At 2 o'clock. Okay, 2 o'clock, sorry. Sorry, so 2 o'clock for Caterpillar. Sorry for... Bye-bye.